Hello, students. How are you all? I hope that you all are very good. Today, this is the chapter related to class 5th, chapter 1, Geography. This is chapter 1 where we are going to learn about the coming of the Europeans. Europe is a country where people lived, and back in the past, people were unable to move from one place to another without a sea route because they all used the ocean for their traveling with the ships that they made. So there were Europeans also, and we will learn about how the Europeans came to India. Okay, so let's start this chapter, and be prepared. If you have any doubts, you can comment here. We will answer your questions. So let's start. There were many explorers who discovered new places via sea routes. This is called via. That means with. So there were many explorers who discovered new routes via sea routes. That means from the sea they used their ships to move from one place to another. They went for exploration missions and sailed for many months in the sea, leaving their friends and family behind. So what they did, they sailed. That means they moved from the ships for months, okay, for finding a new land and new opportunities like that. So what problem should a sailor will face, such as this ship is a sailed. So here is some people who are sailing this ship. So what are the problems that they could face? You have to write this down. So you have to think about that and you will have to write. So in this chapter what we will able to learn, how the Portuguese, French and Dutch came to India, and how British came and settled in India. So there are four people that we are going to learn about, that is Portuguese, French, Dutch and British. So let's start this chapter. Our country was ruled by British for around 200 years. You know that our country was ruled by Britishers for around 200 years. So have you ever wondered or think that how British came to India? That how Britishers came to India, know about India, and then they started to rule us. So a European explorer, Vasco da Gama, discovered a sea route that connected India to Europe in 1498. When did he did it? He did it in 1498. So he discovered a route, that means a road on the ocean, where he can come to India from Europe. He is the Vasco da Gama, who was a sailor and always finding a new route. So he founded the first trading factory at Calicut for trading in spices, and Callao cloth in 1502. So what he did after coming to India, he founded a first trading factory at Calicut, and for spices and Callao cloth. When he did that in 1502. Many Europeans began visiting India for trade. Among them, Portuguese, Dutch, French, British played a crucial role in our history. So these are the people who started visiting India for trade. So first of all, we will learn about the Portuguese. Who were Portuguese and what they did here. It was mainly spices which attracted the Portuguese to India. The main thing that they were attracted to was the spices in India. The Portuguese viceroy established the first European fort there in 1503. So there was a Portuguese viceroy who was a commander of that fleet. He did, he made a fort, okay, in 1503 and established a European fort. After that, in 1510, the Portuguese also conquered Goa. Then what they did, they won the Goa, and it became their headquarters. There they started to trade. That became their factory, the main headquarter. The Portuguese could not expand their influence in India because of the Spanish invasion, but they did not expanded very much in India because the Spanish invasion, because the Spanish were started coming in the India, and they also started the business there. A Spanish invasion of Portugal in 1508. They came from Portugal in 1580, and they did not let the Portuguese to expand very much. So however, they held into existent trade centers, and they made some trade centers and started doing that on Cochin. Now it is called Kochi, and remained in their possession and started doing their work trading until it was conquered by Dutch in 1663. So when they came in 1580, so 1580 to 1663, they conquered the position and remained there. But what happened? Dutch came and they started this from 1663. So now we know Portuguese came, but they cannot expand because of the Spanish invasion of Portugal in 1580, and 1580 after that in 1663 it was conquered by Dutch. Now what Dutch did? Why did Dutch came? Java and Jakarta in Indonesia were established as a station for spice trade by the Dutch. Now their headquarters were where? Java and Jakarta in Indonesia by the Dutch. India acted as a port on their way to Europe. So what they did? India was like a port. There they stop and do their marketing, and then they go to the Europe. In India, Dutch came up their factories and settlements in Cochin, now Kochi, and they also set up their factories and settlement in where? Kochi. In Kerala, Bhimunipatnam in Andhra Pradesh, and Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu. So these were the places where the factories was established. Okay, so I think up till now you are understanding. If you have any type of doubt, you can ask. So here is some true false that European began to come to India for spices. So this is true, and first European port was established in 1503. So you have to find it in the back. If you have written it down, then fill the answer. And Dutch established trading centers in Java and Indonesia. Did the Dutch did that or someone else? So you have to find it and do it. Now come advent of the British. Now what did British is? This is the Queen Elizabeth I, who was the queen of that time of British. The British was not far behind in extending trade in India like their counterparts French, Portuguese and Dutch. So Britishers were also thinking that all the people are going India for their trading. So we should also go and do something marketing there and increase our sales. So in 1600, English East India Company was formed after Queen Elizabeth first order. So she gave the order to make a company whose name was East India Company. In 1600, the company bought goods from the east and sold them at high prices in the European market. What they did, it was a government company. So what they did, they bought goods from the east, that means from India, and sold it to the European market, to their home country in high prices, so that they can earn profit. So what happened? English East India Company established its first factory at Surat in 1612. So English East India Company established one factory at Surat in 1612. In 1615, what happened? The Sir Thomas Roe approached Emperor Jahangir to get rights for the company. So Thomas Roe was their commanding chief. What he did, that time the Emperor Jahangir, so he said that you can get right of the company if you approach for us. The emperor granted many permissions to the company. So he gave so many permissions to the company. As a result, what happened? The company set up several factories in Surat, Ahmedabad, Agra, Masulipatam, now Machilipatnam, and Broch, now Bharuch. So after the granting of Jahangir, he gave orders to the company that they can do what they want. So what happened? That the company started setting up several factories in these places so that they can earn more profit. The British received Madras, now Chennai, from a ruler in 1639 and forfeited it. This established one named Fort St. George. What happened? They got Madras, which is now called Chennai, from a ruler, and what they did, they forfeited it. Forfeited means if this is a place and you make some boundaries here and don't let anyone enter without your permission, that is called fortified. Okay, fortified, not forfeited, fortified. Fort, fort. So this is a fort where this place is safe. So this establishment was named Fort St. George. That means that fort was called Fort St. George. Prince Charles of England married Portuguese Princess Catherine de Braganza in 1662, and he received Bombay, now Mumbai, as a wedding gift. So they were trading our cities like a object. So what happened next? The East India Company established trading centers in Calcutta also, fortified and named it Fort William 1698. So what happened? They also got the Calcutta also, Chennai also, Kolkata also, Mumbai also, and they fortified it and named it Fort William 1698. Madras, Bombay, Calcutta became the headquarters of the British Empire. So these were the very big countries, and the British Empire made it headquarters and started ruling that. Advent of the French. Now what happened? The French East India Company was founded in 1664. After the English East India Company, there was a French East India Company. To establish themselves in India, the French company was set up in Surat in 1667. So what they did to started investing in India, they set up a first company in Surat 1667. They also founded a factory at Pondicherry, now Puducherry, on the Coromandel coast. So they also founded a factory also on Pondicherry, now Puducherry. Many other settlements were established at Mahe, that is Masulipatam now, and Machilipatnam, Surat, and Chandernagar. So what they were doing, they were increasing their settlement and establishing more factories also, and at so many places, so that they can get more and more profit. So what is very much important here, it is the British had already established their strong presence in many parts of the country. So now British were present in all but the mainly parts of the country like Chennai, Madras, Mumbai, and they were ruling it. They have the power. The Portuguese, Dutch, and French and British were trying to gain control over the trade in India. So they wanted that whatever they are trading there, that means purchasing something and selling it to their countries and making profit, they wanted all of it. They didn't, that means British do not want to give it to French do not want to give it to Dutch or anyone else. So this was a fight going on there. After too much struggle, British emerged victorious and the race to gain control over the trade in India. So what happened? For very much struggle, the British got the power and they started the mainly trading in India. Only they were able to purchase any goods and sell it anywhere. So now this is the fill in blanks that you have to take a screenshot, and whatever I have taught right now, that you have to learn, and then you have to fill this by yourself. This is your homework. Now in the summary we will understand what we have learned so far. In 1498, Portuguese Vasco da Gama discovered a sea route to connect India to Europe. First trading factory at Calicut in India, 1502. Okay, the Dutch set up factories and settlement at Cochin and in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Like Portuguese, Dutch, British also came to India for trade in 1600. English East India Company was formed. French East India Company was also founded in 1664. Both French and British wanted to control the trade in India. British emerged as the winner in the race to gain control over the trade in India. Now British won, they started trading in India. Do you think Indian rulers opposed the arrival and settlement of Indian Europeans? Find out. So what do you think when they were coming to India and for trading, what do you think that Indian rulers, the kings at that time, wanted them to come back, or they did not want them to come and start trading in this place? So find out by yourself. Think and reflect. Why do you think Europeans built fort in India? Why were the forts built in the major trading center? What was the reason of the making fortified a place? That means if you have something very valuable, you will make fort. That means you will make boundaries and let no one come there without your permission. So why they did that? You have to find it. Now for more information, you can go to mokomi.com to search Vasco da Gama. Now, where this is the last part where English one find out more about Vasco da Gama and his voyages in India, how he played an important role in establishing the Portuguese rule in India. Write a short story titled "The Great Exploration." So what you have to do, you have to find out things about Vasco da Gama, and then you have to write in the Great Exploration story about Vasco da Gama. I observe we can find out about the raw materials and other products that attracted Europeans to India. So all the countries were coming to India. Why they were coming to India? There were cotton, there were jute, there were woods, timber, spices. What were the other things that they wanted to get from India? In the eye extent, how did the British emerge as winner? So all were fighting, but British won the race to control the trade in India. So how wars were fought between British and French, you have to find out that. And Europeans arrived, settled in India, and established a strong trade connection. People of India should have been united from the beginning and stood against them. Why is it said unity is a strength? So, when they were coming in India, the people of India was not aware and they were fighting each other. That's why the British used that divide and rule and started ruling us also. So about 200 years they ruled us and extracted all our trades. So why it is said that unity is a strength, and what would have happened if they were not able to come to India? So these are the things that I have taught. So this chapter is over. Thank you for watching this video, and you can comment if you want any type of answer or any type of question from us. Thank you for watching this video.